Hey, you're in my spot. I may be notoriously slow on the uptake, but I do see that you're here now. But I've been going to this spot every summer. Yeah, let's say I was here first used to be a solid argument when I first got here. Can I sit with you? Thanks. I just love watching the water. Every year I used to find something precious and bring it to. You see that cottage, like over there with the light? Yeah. I'd come running and shouting, "Hey, hey, hey!" Big sis would ask me, "What's great about this one?" And I'd tell her something like, "It's shiny and it has a nice shape." I love it the most, I would say. Well, it was mostly wet rocks, and every one of them, I loved it the most the day I brought it home. So, why do you come here? Well, if you're here to listen, would you mind listening to me for a while? Thanks. I really appreciate that. This place, it always makes me sentimental. Oh, right, the collection of precious things. So, one year, I didn't find any rock. I found a friend. Oh, it went down pretty much the same. I showed her off to Sis. I said I loved her the most, which would become truer each year. Have you ever had a friend where you can just pick right up from where you were last time? Good for you. I'm glad to hear. Well, Roxy was one of those. Yeah, Sis gave her the nickname Roxy since she was part of the collection. She didn't mind. She had a silly nickname for me as well. For many years, it became our collection more than mine. We did everything together. Playing, searching, yapping. We talked about everything. Cake, school, annoying siblings, rocks, favorite teachers, nightmares, dreams. Yeah, we spent as much time together as we possibly could. Well, not everything was up to us, especially as kids. Our parents would get mad if we spent too much time by the water. She did actually slip one time, and I saved her. She called me her hero. Yeah, I slipped as well, so she could be my hero too. Fair and square. We never really told them about that. You have to promise not to run, they said, and we promised and we ran. Sometimes immediately after. Every year I'd come down here shouting, "Hey, Roxy's here!" Yeah, she would. And she'd call me by my nickname too, of course. Sorry, I don't tell anyone about that one. One time, after we grew out of being kids. She said, Mom thinks I should have a June wedding, but I think that's too early. What do you think? Guess. Just guess what I answered to that. Oh, I wish. I said the most important part of a wedding was the cake. I don't really think so anymore, not by a long shot. And I remember that one in agony almost as many times as Sis has reminded me of it, and of course, then some. She will never let it down, but what can I say? Yeah, exactly. Notoriously slow on the uptake. That's me. I thought we would last forever. She was a part of my world, and I guess nothing lasts forever. Honestly, after all these years, I don't even know if I would recognize her now if she was staring me right in the face. Yeah, that's what I mean. I literally wouldn't know. She could be right here and I wouldn't. Anyway, so one year I came running and she just wasn't here anymore. No idea where or why. Could be all kinds of things. I cried and I cried. I'd want to say that I have sort of bounced back from it now, and I have sort of bounced back from it now, like life goes on. But I miss her something terrible. On the second day, I took the collection down here to toss it all into the water. Well, maybe I was a drama queen, but I had earned it. Both yes and no. Sis stopped me. Well, not stopped me, but partway in, she stopped me and asked what the heck I thought I was doing. And I said, I'm throwing it all away. It doesn't matter anymore. And she has said, yeah, then what? I didn't really have a good answer. She told me to throw just one every year so I could really make it count. Well, if you thought I was being dramatic before, you should have seen me throw one more rock for that year in the water before going back in. I remember telling Sis that I was okay in the most sulky, obviously not okay way possible. Well, what can I say? She always mattered a lot to me, and I just wasn't ready to let her go. I guess once it's all gone, I have to face that she really isn't coming back. And that's gonna be soon. Real soon. Hey! You keep calling me out for being dramatic. You remind me of her a bit, actually. Which you should take as the highest order of compliment coming from me. I mean, I know We met so briefly every year, but it was the most important. Like, have you ever met a person and you just knew you could lower your shoulders, completely be yourself, unjudged and seen, and just you just knew that this person, this one person, you feel completely that they are safe. What do you mean by that? No one has called me that for so long. Roxy, is that really you? I can't believe it. Come here. This time, I'm never letting you go. Nuh-uh. Hey, wait. Why did you let me tell the whole thing? Sure, I guess I did ask, but do you remember the Doofus Club? Well, so are you. I've missed you so much. You're such a good listener, you know that? Wait, I actually threw away our collection. There's only this one left. You can have it if you want. Well, then I don't have a good answer. Okay, let's throw it away together. But it has to be dramatic, okay? Shh, keep staring into the ocean. Stare at the wave. Okay. Now, what did you want to say? I'd love to. You know I'd love to. And we can start a new collection of precious things. And I'll have to collect you again for this year. Well, you already got me, though. Roxy, I love you. For real love you. And I'm just so happy to be part of your life again. I think it's time I listened to you. What have you been up to all this time? Did you miss me? Well, you better.